So off we go. So here I am, I'm sitting in the 2019 chair at the moment, and obviously I'm going to face the chair where Boy is going to be, and I'm going to ask him all the way back in 1962. So what am I going to ask? Well, let's just find out. So tuning in. Boy, I'm here. I'm ready to listen. Please tell me anything you would like to share, anything at all that will help me to understand you. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. You hate them. Tell me more, please. I hate them. They took away my smile. They took away my laughter. They took away my joy. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I'm sorry. I can feel that you've carried that for such a long time. You've held that in for so long, haven't you? You bet. You wouldn't listen. You weren't aware of my existence, and that's despite the fact that all the way back in the 1990s we did that work together, the John Bradshaw book, Homecoming. You stuck the photograph of me on the book from when I was younger than 10. And we did all that stuff. And it didn't really mean jack shit, did it? No, it didn't. And I've been ignored. I've not been listened to. And I need to tell you some things that you might not want to hear, and that's just too bad. So these things that you feel I might not want to hear, I would like to hear them. Tell me anything you want to tell me. You know what it's like to be gagged, to be prevented from speaking, to be made silent, to be forced into being invisible, to be forced to be mute, to be forced to appear dumb. I hate them for that. I hate them for that, as well as the other things I said about the smiling and the laughing and the joy. I hate them for all of it. It's okay for you to do your, oh yeah, it's all alright, everything's forgiven, and it's all love and light and fairy rainbows. I hate them. And that is me, I hate them. I can feel the weight of that hatred. I've always felt it. I've always known it was there. I just wasn't ready to face up to what you were saying. I feel really dismayed to realise that you've been carrying all that without my help. Feels shit. Damn right it feels shit. Fucking is shit. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling all that hatred. Did they ever apologise? No, they didn't. Did they laugh? Yes, they did. Were they evil? Yes, they were. Yes, they are. They're evil. Evil dead fucking vampires. It's in your book, isn't it? Yes, that was me, that was. I'll explain. In the book I wrote and published, Sex Magic, there's a bit in there where I have primal therapy for a year, and I eventually do group therapy, and there's a particular point where I grab hold of these two vampire dolls in this primal therapy room in a washing up bowl, and I fill it with water, and I repeatedly drown these two dolls in the water, saying evil dead fucking vampires. That is what he's referring to at the moment, just so you understand. So there's been a few moments when I've connected with your pain and the horror and the hatred, and the rest of the time I haven't. I'm so sorry for that. What I need to do now is to tune in to you and listen to you whenever you want to communicate to me. I need to be there for you. So I'm going to make a promise. I promise that from this moment on, if you need to communicate with me, please do, and I will listen. And even if I'm doing something, I will still listen. And if I can, I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll listen. And if someone's there talking to me, I'll excuse myself and I'll go away and listen. This is my vow that I make to you now. Feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better up here. But it's only the beginning, you know that, don't you? This isn't some quick fix. This is you really completely bringing me in and accepting that I'm part of you and you're part of me. And it's right that I'm the one to say what comes next. We're going to heal this together. We have begun to heal this together, you and me. And I'm going to help you to heal, and you're going to help me to heal, aren't you? Damn right I am. This is too important. This must be done. I don't often use that word, but this has to be done. This is a necessity. Because you show me I can't go on without addressing this. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit scared because I don't know exactly what to do, but then I don't suppose you do either. But we've got the guides and helpers to guide us. So let's remember that. They're always with us. And I do mean us, not me, us. I want to put that spray on now. This is rose water. Very good for healing the heart, going through major shit. I like the crackling of the candle when I do that. It's pretty cool. We'll get through this. Your turn. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for telling me how you've been feeling all this time. And thank you for giving me a go, listening to me as well. We will heal each other. We will heal each other. So this is taken from a neuro-linguistic programming process called integration of conflicting parts. And what you do is, if there are two very different parts, so the thing to understand is that human being, each person is a community. There's no such thing as a human being with one opinion about anything. It's not like that, as we all know. Where each person's a community, we've got all these different feelings and thoughts and impulses and impressions and experiences of life. So in this case, it's whittled down to two. There's me when I was 10 experiencing abuse, and there's me today. That's what we've been working on with this. You might have a more complex setup. It could be that you might need to have more than two chairs out if, well, actually what's going on is there's this and there's that and there's that, and we've got, the three of us have got to resolve that, because I just want to do this, that apartment wants to do that, and the other apartment wants to do the other. So there's no limits in terms of what you can do with this work. But that's the principle. So you've got the number of chairs for the participants in the conversation. It is a conversation. That's what it is. And when you sit in that chair, when I sit in this chair, I inhabit being me at this time. When I sit in the other chair, I inhabit me 1962. So, as you can see, I've only just begun. The big thing was me being willing to do this. I need to explain I had some resistance to doing this. Supposed to do it yesterday, couldn't get it together. Tried to find the reason to get out of doing it today, and got some help from Waxile, just a little helpful nudge to come on and do it. So I absolutely did not want to do this process. I would want to do anything but just do it regardless. And then it starts off with me listening to that part that's not been given the voice, the part that's been gagged, and then listening to what he's got to say. And then this is so very, very important. When that part starts to speak and says what they've got to say, what we do is, what my job is in 2019 is to listen and to acknowledge how he feels. He hates them. He hates them. It's no good if I go into this place where it's all wonderful and fairy lights and unicorns and we forgive everyone. No, I actually have to be where he is in 1962. And I understand why he hates them. And this is a really good thing to do. So it's good when you do this. I'm going to do it now. So just to make it really clear, I understand you hate them because they took away your smile, they took away your laughter, and they took away your joy. That's important. So he hears that. And then there's something else, and I can't access it at the moment, but there is something else as well, and you did say it, and it's recorded on this film, so I will go back and find out what it is. So I acknowledge whatever it is he feels, whatever he says. I totally acknowledge where he's coming from. That's my job at that moment. And there will come a point in this conversation when it'll be appropriate for me to express how I feel about what happened from the perspective of 2019. But not yet, because he's not ready for that. At the moment, I need to shut up and listen to him and reflect back what he's saying. So this is the start of an extraordinary journey. I'll let you know how it goes on. I don't know if I'll ever bother to film it again, the way I've just done tonight, but I will at least let you know how it goes on. And the other thing that's very important is I needed to make some kind of a commitment, like a promise or a pact. And the pact we've made is that when he's feeling a lot and he wants to communicate, my job is to stop what I'm doing, shut up and listen, and then to acknowledge to him whatever it is he's communicating. And did you also notice that as a result of doing that, there was already a slight shift in his attitude? There's already the beginnings of a shift. So I'll need to work on this some more, obviously, and we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know what happens. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey.